Alright, hey everybody, it's me, Matty D, A1 Solutions Group. In today's video, I won't make this too long, but talk about something that frustrated me, I did not understand, didn't care to understand, I thought was the most evil, one of the most evil things in the world that's used to control people, which it is, unless you play the game. Now, this is in regards to credit, but more specifically into how your credit score is calculated. And it's something that a lot of people, I'm so surprised they don't understand. They think that if they pay a debt off, it's your score will improve. They think if you don't pay it on time or don't pay your debts, your score will go down. All that having some truth, excuse me, there's a lot more to it that people don't realize, like the specifics. Because I remember whenever someone would go over, here's how your credit score is formed, I'd go, all right, pay my bills on time, and just zone the fuck out. No one pays attention because you know why? It's a boring ass topic, and more importantly, I don't want to say more importantly, nobody attempts to talk about it and teach it in a way that's entertaining to you. So you're like, well, this makes sense. It's important. Like, you know, it's important, but you let it slide for a long time, right? So with that being said, and trying to appeal, emotionally, I get it. It's not the most exciting topic, but you need to know this up because trust me, once you do, you go, oh, okay, I can make this work. So here's how your score is calculated. There's 5 different components, all right? The first is payment history. Payment history is 35% of your score. Do not miss payments. Do not miss payments because you miss payment that can drop your score anywhere between 50 to 150 points. 2. The next big chunk is credit utilization. This is one thing too about this people don't realize. Credit utilization looks at the amount of available credit you have and versus how much you're using. If you go above 30% of the available credit that you have available, your score will drop. So basically, if you only have $10,000 in available credit overall and you go above 3,000 of that, your score will drop. You want to keep this ideally between 2 to 10%. Okay. Also, real quick tip, you want to also find out about the statement date. The reason being is this: for all the credit cards you have, the statement date is when they report to the bureau. So the jacked up thing is, I've seen in credit reports of people is that they paid the bill on time, they've never been late, but they're constantly carrying a high balance or having high utilization. So the jagged thing is, if your due date is after the statement date, yes, you'll pay the bill on time, but then you're still losing points for having high utilization. Find that out. The third chunk is length of credit history, and this is something that nobody knows about, discusses. Basically, what this means is that it looks at the average age of your credit history. So the older your accounts are, the more points you get. It takes an average age. So if your average age is 3 years, you'll get not as many points when someone has an average age of 10 years of credit history. That's a long-term game. Credit is a marathon, not a sprint, people. Let's drill that in, right? Next chunk after that is 10% is having a mix of accounts, meaning you want to have some revolving credit like credit cards, maybe have an installment loan or two like a mortgage or a car note. You can also have on your file or being reported your rental history. You want to do that, especially if you're trying to get a house. Utility payments, cell phone payments, and you can also, depending on the app, get your streaming services reported on your credit report too. You can. The last chunk is 10%. It's hard and requires new accounts. So new account gets reported. It's a good thing. You want to keep your hard and requires to a minimum. They do matter. I will not go into that right now because a lot of people don't get those either. But that's how your score grows. Notice how in this I never said anything about collections and charge-offs. You pay the suckers, congratulations, your score will go nowhere or it can drop. But that's a whole different discussion for another day. So again, real quick review: 35% is payment history, 30% is credit utilization, 15% is length of credit history, 10% is having a mix of accounts, and the last chunk is new accounts and hard inquiries. Hope this helps. Any questions about this, please comment below. Please hit the like button. Yeah, the thumbs up. Then the subscribe and the notification bell. And if you really want more help on this, I give more tips on credit, money stuff, banking, business loans. You can sign up for the free newsletter, the link below. And just for doing that, you will get sent to you directly a credit hack that can boost your credit scores anywhere between 20 to 70 points. It's in the description below. Click on it, get that hack. learn this stuff. That being said, I'll see you next video. Peace.